Hello guys, LazyBeast there, I hope you're well today, and what I'm going to do in this video is tell you everything that's coming in patch 9.1 for World of Warcraft Shadowlands, Chains of Domination, in as few minutes as possible. So patch 9.1 is going to be really big, there's lots of good stuff in there, and it's just launched on the PTR, so they're probably going to be testing this for quite a while. Do bear in mind that it is PTR, so anything can change. Now some of these features are quite in-depth, so I will be doing more in-depth guides on those things in the future, so do subscribe to the channel if you want to catch those and not miss out. The first big thing is the brand new raid called the SANCTUM of Domination, which is a 10 boss raid, and it takes place in the Maw in the Jailer's domain, so we're going to hopefully turn in from the Jailer into the Failer. There's also a new mega dungeon, just like Mechagon from back in BFA, called TAZAVESH the Veiled Market, which will be mythic difficulty only to begin with, but if it follows in Mechagon's footsteps, eventually it will be available on normal and heroic modes, a mythic plus, and it'll be broken down into two separate parts for those things. Because this is a big patch, there's also a big tuning sweep that's come with it, so there's some big nerfs and a few buffs for some classes, so check those out for your class or spec. There's lots of model updates, so your favourite NPCs will be looking even sexier than usual. TORGHAST, TORGHAST is getting a revamp, so you'll no longer be kicked out after losing all your deaths in a run. It's instead going to switch to more of a scoring system, which is going to be based on the speed that you can do it in and how few deaths you have per run. This still isn't available to test on PTR, so we're yet to see how this looked, and it will probably change quite a lot over the course of the PTR. There's some very nice new looking mounts that are going to be available from various sources, and some will be easy to get, but others are going to be raid mounts or tied to potentially difficult achievements. Let's talk about Covenant stuff. So the Covenant campaign storyline will continue. There's going to be 40 more Renown levels, which will lead to more rewards and titles and even new Covenant armor sets. Our Soulbinds will gain some more unlockable levels on their Soulbind trees, which will bring new traits and unlockable conduit slots and new abilities as well, and some of them are actually quite nice. It also seems there's going to be some new Covenant specific legendaries that are going to be available, so some people may want to switch up their main legendary if those turn out to actually be good. Speaking about legendaries, you'll also be able to increase the item level of your legendaries further with a new optional crafting reagent which is made from certain professions. Now perhaps the biggest change of them all, ORIBOS gets a darker sky. I bet you're on cloud 9 about that one. You can now also transmog each shoulder piece separately, so if you've been waiting for this for absolutely ages, you can now take the chip off your shoulder and replace it with a nice transmog. There's a brand new zone in the Maw called KORTHIA, which is probably going to be, again, similar to Mechagon, with some exploration and stuff there, maybe some rares, and it's going to be somewhere we're likely going to have to go for some sort of daily content. There's some more changes to the Maw, so you'll be able to use your mounts in the Maw in this patch. Also, once you unlock the ability to do that, you'll then be able to access the Beast Warrens and Perdition Hold without needing to get the Venari rep for it. PvP gear in Shadowlands Season 2 will have a lower base item level when you get it, but it will scale up when in PvP combat. This is a bit similar to how it was back in Warlords of Draenor, meaning that people who mainly PvE may not be as inclined to push high PvP rating anymore. Blizzard has also worked with Raid.io and will be implementing their own Mythic Plus scoring system, which will work basically similar to how it works now, so we're yet to see more on this. The number cap on battle pets has been removed, so you're now not capped by a number, you're only capped at 3 per species, and not your total amount of pets. So the 6 people that do battle pets can now raise a glass. Oh yeah, glasses! So some eyeglasses have been data mined. No idea where they come from, but I'm sure we'll be able to see clearly sometime soon, when we've got the glasses on. Never mind. Anyway, that's it guys, that's pretty much everything that's coming in patch 9.1 for Shadowlands, so I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please do leave a like down below and consider subscribing to catch those guides and more that I mentioned earlier. And thanks for watching guys, I've been LazyBeast and I'll catch you next time.